Ah, open world games. They have endless potential but can fall so short. Here are the top 5 free open world Steam games you don't know about. Return to Campus is a first-person comedy game about going to school in China that's so hilariously bad it actually ends up being good. In my first attempt to play the game, I got expelled before even attending the school, since I peed on and punched my mom. Once you do arrive on campus, you're given objectives which involve going to places in the open world to complete a task. There are some insane cutscenes and story moments too.
星哥，不要啊！我昨天刚吃完烧烤，你别过来啊！
关一个胃关，关一个胃关。
I got sent to jail and then was excited to drop the soap in the shower for some reason. The game always feels like it's on the verge of crashing, with textures loading in and weird animation issues. The Chinese to English translations are so bad that it made the game even more funny.
Man, 我看他赛，兄弟和你心连心，你和兄弟玩脑筋。
Like when you die, it just says vegetables. You can play games on your phone, which I expected to be like Snake or something, but they actually transport you to a whole other world with entirely new objectives. One is a horror game where you have to find a key to escape while avoiding this guy with egregious AI.
Hello there.
The other is a puzzle game about rescuing a princess, where you go to 3 floating landmarks to solve the puzzles to fix a bridge. The world is admittedly beautiful, just don't explore off the main path. Oh, the princess is dead. Cool. There's also just casual racism in the game, like your roommate just being named Blackie just because he's black, or when your dad is texting you and says to find a black guy to take me $0 shopping. So then I go and steal phones with Blackie. If you ever get bored of doing the missions, you can partake in some recreational activities like basketball, where it's actually impossible to score. Or swimming, because everyone swims like this. If you're looking for a so bad it's good open world game with an absurd story, then I recommend Return to Campus. Night Runner's Prologue is a Japanese street racing game set in the 90s and 2000s where you do street races to pay off a debt. You pick a car at the beginning of the game and then drive around the open world in search of street races to compete in. Races earn you both money and RP with the different racing crews. The controls remind me a lot of the PS2 era Need for Speed games, but the steering and braking are more weighty here, which adds to the sense of speed since you can't turn on a dime. I do wish there were crash physics of some kind, as smashing into a vehicle with no damage and instantly stopping is very jarring. The money you earn fulfills multiple roles in that you risk money based on the races you do, you can buy new cars and car upgrades, you can fast travel with money and have to refuel your car with money. Even restarting a race costs a little bit. This all sounds great in theory, except all of the races are way too easy, so that risk on paper doesn't feel challenging in-game, even with the AI difficulty cranked up all the way and me searching for racers with much better cars than I had.
Bruh.
Even though the opponents were easy to beat, it's still exhilarating to race through the highways designed for speed as you narrowly avoid traffic and quickly figure out the correct route of each race. I always appreciate dynamic music in games, like in this case the music gets louder the faster you drive, which is very satisfying. If you're looking for a grungy street racing game, then I recommend Night Runner's Prologue. Lay is an open-world puzzle adventure game where you explore a mysterious cozy island. There are a total of 5 islands floating in the sky to complete, with each island having unique mechanics that fit the island's theme. You're able to fly with your manta ray companion between the different islands, meaning they can be solved in any order. The manta ray is also good for getting an aerial view of an island to help figure out what you need to do next. All of the islands involve these crab creatures that can both assist and hinder your progress depending on the puzzle. They can be lured with fruit to help solve puzzles by stepping on buttons or moving them out of the way, for example. The intro island teaches you the basics of luring crabs. The light island has you guide beams of light with totems you can turn. The snow island has you solve memory puzzles and floor puzzles, and the storm island makes use of lightning energy and you can't fly there due to the storm. The puzzles are generally on the easier side, and some of them just feel like you're going through the motions. Like, yes, I obviously have to move these two colored boulders into their correct positions. But for the most part, each island's new mechanics are fun to figure out while learning the layout of each island. There's collectibles too, but they're not rewarding since you don't earn anything and you don't have to do anything to get them other than going out of your way to grab them. The overall atmosphere is vibrant and alien, with a relaxing soundtrack accompanying you along the journey. If you're looking for a chill puzzle game about exploring floating islands, then I recommend Lay. Bakso Simulator has you operate a Bakso restaurant in a city, ultimately growing into a giant business. You grow your restaurant by going around the town and buying things to upgrade your food cart, like more seating and tables to allow more people to eat at once. There's a ton of shops and each one sells different types of items. Most are useful, like an ingredients shop for your food cart or upgrades to your Bakso chef friend to make him cook faster, for example. Others are just cosmetic if you have money to spare, like changing your food cart's paint. Exploring the town is encouraged, as you can accept quests from the townspeople for rewards or find items laying around for free. There's random events that occur throughout the day, from flies bothering customers that you can punch away to a thief that will run up and try and steal something if you're away from the cart. It's definitely a game that you could sink a lot of time into, since making money is slow at first, but you can eventually upgrade to having multiple food carts. There's various activities to do around the town, like playing arcade games for rewards or using your money to upgrade your decrepit house. If you're looking for a management simulator game that you can sink a lot of time into, then I recommend Bakso Simulator. Outpost is a survival roguelite tower defense game where you explore a randomly generated environment for supplies to survive the night. It's one of those games where you start out weak but get more and more powerful every time you die. The hook of the game is you gather materials with your tools during the day, like an axe to chop down trees or a pickaxe to mine stone. Then you spend those collected resources on things like a turret to defend your shrine during the night. Every night you defend your shrine from enemies with your defenses you bought and your bow, and every 5 nights there's a boss enemy which essentially just has a lot of health. Killing enemies gains you experience points, which can be spent on this giant upgrade chart on things like upgraded tools or longer lasting days, making each subsequent attempt easier. Additionally, you unlock items which can be equipped to your character for passive buffs, like getting extra wood from trees or bonus experience points. You only have a limited amount of energy every day to gather materials, so you have to spend it wisely. Exploring the world is encouraged not only to get resources, but to find berry bushes to replenish energy and runes which give you additional buffs until you inevitably die again. If you're looking for a survival tower defense game where you can unlock things and grow stronger the longer you play, then I recommend Outpost. One bonus game!
Bitch, I'm booted, I'm geeking. I'm back in the club, I was tweaking. My whole shit got mapped for no reason. Ran off on the plug cause I had to get even. I'm on the hunt, now I'm scheming. I just poured it for a red and now I'm leaning.
Time Thief has you explore a world for 3 keys, but you only have 1 minute to live once you leave the village. The core mechanic is the same as the game Minute, with time always counting down, but time is added every time you hit or kill an enemy. This encourages you to move quickly and always be offensive to replenish time. The exploration and level design work in tandem with its enemies. Enemies can hold down buttons for you, which took me way too long to figure out. If you're looking for a Zelda-inspired exploration game, then I recommend Time Thief. Those were the top 5 free open world Steam games you didn't know about. I'll have my playlist of free Steam games you don't know about linked in the description, as well as my video on free open world itch.io games. Thanks for watching, give me money on Patreon, and don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with this ongoing series.